Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Is there anybody out there? I'm going to keep talking. Maybe something will happen. We've completely lost everything. Anybody out there? Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Well, I've walked across. I'm going to take this opportunity while this is reconnecting and try to see if I have any more V8s over here in the fridge, because regardless, we're going to be going through a few more things tonight. I have no idea if we've reconnected or not. I'm kind of just up here talking to myself right now. However, if you can hear me, let me know. Let me step over here and see what's going on. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Let me step back over here. Are we back on? Looks like we're back on. Are we? Feed. New feed started. Really? New feed started? Dang it. Okay, yeah, I think it disconnected long enough. Let me see what's going on Facebook then. It still says 0 viewers. Well, it still says we have 0 viewers. Give me 1 second to figure out what happened, because I got to make sure we have it all titled correctly for when they rewatch these streams. Give me 1 second. I'm still here. I'll talk in the meantime. I've walked away from the computer. Okay, so it started a whole new Facebook feed. That's unfortunate. I don't like that. Kind of kills the algorithm for those that find us late at night. That's okay. So the old feed is over. Let me go comment in case some people's still on there. Google Translate. Hold on. Oh, wow. I'm just seeing what he said. Carpenters. What happened? Time warp. All right. So let me edit this. Feed has ended. This feed has ended. Part 2 now live. Okay, and then everybody hit the like button. Let me see what y'all were saying on Facebook. Showing 22 and climbing. Video ended. You're back. Okay. So go ahead and hit the like button right quick. And then let me jump over here to YouTube. Let me see what's going on in the YouTube world. Try YouTube Premium. I'm actually thinking about doing that. That's the first time I've got an ad, and I might consider it. I'm getting tired of YouTube ads, especially trying to listen to a podcast. Okay, and then let's see what we have here. Is this the same YouTube video? Let me click on it here. Can we rewind? Okay, it's the same YouTube video. Yeah. Okay. The likes went away though. No, that's a new feed. Or is it? Yeah. Okay. Dang it. I was about to say, because it only has 7 likes. All right, so let's go over here. Collect code. All right, I think I figured it out. Sorry. I just want to make sure it's up and running, but we should be good. So this is a new stream for both platforms. I don't know what X does. That's their own thing over there in the X world. Okay, so the last thing that I did was Romelu got the Carpenters, okay? And the backup person, just so you know, Jeff, you were second, okay? And then Hattori Hanzo's at 18 on Jack White, which is a final call. And now the Beatles. Okay, So the Beatles is Beatles for sale, Japanese apple. The cover has a cover ding on the cover, a little bit of a bow to it. $25 start. $25 start. Jack White's a final call for 18. The last record I showed was the Rolling Stones Japanese for $35. And what I'm about to do is reset my chat because I'm still showing 0 viewers. So I got to reset. And it still says 0. So I don't know how many people's watching. Oh, well. Oh, there we go. 64. There we go. So Beatles has a bid for 25. Jack White, 20. All right, 38 special. Tour de Force. We're going through a bin of Japanese pressings, all $35 buy it nows. All $35 buy it nows. There's 38 special Tour de Force. The Jack White is called Fear of the Dawn. It's on blue. I think they call it galaxy colored vinyl. Astronomical blue. And J.D. Conklin on 38 special. Thank you, J.D. Sean Fairweather has the Beatles for 25. Going once, going twice. Going once, going twice. Beatles for sale. We have Hall & Oates H2O with Obi. Vinyl's near mint minus and pristine. Hall & Oates H2O. 35 on that. What happened? We had an internet drop. Our fiber, even fiber drops sometimes. Yeah, fiber, we dropped. Jack White's at 21. J.D. Conklin wants H2O. That's for Hall & Oates, also for water. Sean Fairweather, I'm going to go ahead and sell you the Beatles for 25. The Beatles is sold to Sean Fairweather for $25. Thank you, Sean. New bids all of a sudden on Jack White. I knew these leftover Japanese pressings would be good. Philip, you just bid 26. Sorry, I've already sold that. My bad. I probably didn't give it enough time. Sorry about that. Sean's probably like, thank you. But if I could have got another dollar, I would have. And I have messages coming from people like, where's the show? Good question. No, we're right here. And here's our next auction. It's actually a David Bowie box set. This is David Bowie. It's called David Bowie with John Hutch Hutchinson, the Clareville Groove Demos. David Bowie is a sealed box, a $20 start. 7-inch Claire Groove Demos, $20 start. First song is Space Oddity. Ground Control to Major Tom. All right. Jack White, 22.25. First one to 25 was Craig Ruth. Next $35 buy it now is the Beatles Love Songs. No Obi. Beautiful copy though. Textured cover, gold foiling. Has the lyric book, killer gatefold image, one of my favorite shots of the Beatles. And this lyric book and the Japanese book has all the lyrics, of course, in English, of all those great Beatles songs. You're going to lose that girl. Yes, yes, you're going to lose that girl. Boy. What's their combined musical IQ? Bowie is 7-inch vinyl. Bowie is 7-inch vinyl. First one of this was JD. Yeah, JD, right? That happens. I think he claimed it so fast I didn't even see it pop up. J.D. Conklin, then Doug Reeder. There's not going to be much left in here. I can tell. Surprised what's back there in the back is still available, especially the Rolling Stones looking right at you with being a Japanese pressing. So Jack White's at 25. Bowie is 7-inch vinyl. 7-inch. It's three 7-inch singles, and it has to have a book or something. It's awfully heavy. And Leslie has that for 22, and she has Jack White for 25, leading in both auctions. Oh, and Regina said she would take the Elvis 45 for $99.99. The white label promo of Good Rockin' Tonight. That is sold to Regina. Nice. Fantastic. Well, we crashed and now my mic went out, but we're good to go now. We've only had 2 technical difficulties tonight. I've only had 2 technical difficulties in the last 6 hours, 5 hours, whatever, and it happened within 20 minutes, or 5 minutes, really. Toto's a $35 buy it now. We just sold the Beatles Love Songs Japanese pressing. We've sold probably, what do y'all say, between 45s and albums, we've sold 40 Beatles items tonight probably. We've sold a lot of Beatles tonight. Mostly Japanese pressings. Toto. Hey, we sold one of these just a second ago. I thought I had all my duplicates back to back. But there's another Master Sound, Earth, Wind & Fire, I Am. We're going through a straight priced Japanese bin. Everything in here is $35. These are the ones that I didn't have time to auction tonight. $35. We are cleaning it out. And everything is $35 buy it now. $35 buy it now. Earth, Wind & Fire, Master Sound. We also just sold an Elvis Presley white label promo of Good Rockin' Tonight. Let me figure out where we're at on these 2 auctions here. And there's another Earth, Wind & Fire. We sold one earlier to somebody. So the David Bowie Clareville Groove Demos box has a final call. And before my mic went out, Romelu had it for $25. Romelu C has that for $25. Now, Leslie, I know you bid $25 on Jack White, but actually Craig had bid earlier before you for $25. So Craig has Jack White for $25, and now David Bowie is at $25. Both auctions are at $25. Next is ABBA Arrival. These are all $35 buy it nows. ABBA Arrival. That's a $35 buy it now. Late night Japanese buy it nows. Mixing in some stuff here. Mixing in some stuff there. Mixing in some stuff a little bit of everywhere. Leslie's backing on Jack White at 26. Romelu has the high bid on David Bowie. If anybody else wants in, let me know. We have about a VG copy, maybe VG Plus. It looks like a Scranton press of Yesterday and Act Naturally. It's got some scuffing right there, probably VG. These were played to death. They are always worn out. This is Act Naturally and Yesterday. The picture sleeve's also about VG. We'll put that up for a $5 start. The Beatles is a $5 start. Next is Linda Ronstadt's Greatest Hits. We sold one earlier for $35. Here's another one. Beautiful copy, $35 on Wanda. Wanda Ronstadt? Wanda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt. $35 buy it now on that. Jack White, 26. Jack White, 27. Any VJ. Not that I have ready tonight. McCartney. McCartney 2. $35 for McCartney. McCartney 2. McCartney has a insert, which has been taped. There's the LP. There's the gatefold. McCartney 2. Coming up. I have Beatles 45. I got all of Dale's collection, John. We've never sold any of them. I've got all of Dale's Beatles stuff, and I've got all of Dale's Beatles 45s. I've never sold any of them. They're all stacked up and boxed up, and we have a lifetime of stuff to sell here. I'll get to them one day. Romelu, you get David Bowie for $25. Thank you, Romelu. That's sold to you. The Beatles 45 is a $5 start. Don't forget, we still got the Dave Grohl signed album. We got Marilyn Manson. We got Depeche Mode. We got the fully signed Journey. And we still got Smashing Pumpkins. We still got some of tonight's high-end stuff still available. Beatles is a $5 start. No bid yet on the Beatles picture sleeve. Final call. Asia. The Obi has a little bit of a weird thing going on here. It looks like somebody spilled some blue juice on it. Or put a lighter to it or something. I don't know. But that's a $35 start. That's the classic album with Heat of the Moment on it. $35 start. Only time will tell. Awesome cover, Roger Dean artwork. It was the heat of the moment. That's a $35 buy it now. Everything in here is a $35 buy it now, including Duran Duran, 7 and the Ragged Tiger. Duran Duran's a $35 buy it now. 7 and the Ragged Tiger. I figured somebody would buy the Journey CD tonight. Just because. Jack White's at 35. Leslie, you're out. The Beatles now have 2 bids, 5 and 5. JJ, was that a claim? Oh, Asia, only time will tell? Or is that just a statement? Is that a purchase or a statement? I have another 45 box set to put up. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Let's see here. This was pretty expensive new, so it should be pretty expensive now. I think this originally called, yeah, there's a price right on front of it, 90. It was, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, I'll put it up. I'll put it up for a $30 start. $30 start. So this is Black Puma's 7-inch collector's edition, limited to 5,000 copies worldwide. Classic Grammy-nominated debut album as an A-side, B-side singles collection, plus 2 bonus remixes from Pete Rock, Colors, and Bad, Not Good, Black Moon Rising. 645 RPM 7-inch with brand new artwork plus 28-page hardback. That's the Black Pumas. And that originally retailed $90.99. That's going up for a $30 start. The Beatles is now at 6. Jack White, Leslie's out. Let's sell that to Craig Ruth for $35. And we have REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity. $35 buy now. That's the name of the song. Yes, I didn't know if you were buying it or not. You put Asia, only time will tell. I thought you were buying it. You got to be careful. I'll sell you something. I didn't know a random comment was maybe a purchase. REO Speedwagon is a $35 buy now. Guitars, we have a guitar signed by Oasis, a guitar signed by REM, a guitar signed by Green Day, and they're signed on guitar. They're signed on guitar. Wings at the Speed of Sound. Wings is a buy it now for $35. Wings at the Speed of Sound. $35 buy it now for Wings at the Speed of Sound. $35 buy it now. And they're actually signed on the guitar, which is actually a little bit better. Always carries a premium. They're signed on the guitar. None of these are signed on pick guards. All right. And I never had seen this before. Wild Horses. Wild Horses. It's a promo. Japanese pressing. A $35 buy it now. The Beatles, Yesterday, and Act Naturally. That is sold for $6 to Rob Bobby. Yesterday, All My Troubles were there, and they're still here today. This is sold to Rob Bobby for $6. And we have one more. Let It Be. Let It Be is a $35 buy it now. No Obi. Are you showing the guitars tonight, or are they cheap guitars? Yes. I don't really know. I'll have to... I think... I don't know. I mean, we had the other night, we had that Scott Ian signature model, and it was an expensive guitar. I mean, it depends on what you mean by expensive. I mean, I don't think they're like $100. I don't think they're $100 Squires, but they're not 59 Les Pauls either. That would be insane. So this is black vinyl. Black vinyl there. But yeah, I think they're probably like, we showed the guitars the other night. We were researching them. We go through autographs late at night and we look them up, and I kind of let everybody know what we're about to sell them for in the future. So I know prices on everything. We've kind of already looked them up. I've already told somebody the price on Oasis. I've already told somebody the price on Green Day. And I've already told somebody the price on, what's the other one? Avenged Sevenfold, which are all 1,000. I think we're going to start all three of those at 1,950. I think that will help me with the cost of the case and shipping and everything. We're going to start them all for 1,950. And I think I've already got somebody about to bid, wants to bid on Oasis. I think I got somebody that wants to bid on Green Day. And I think I got somebody that wants to bid on Avenged Sevenfold. So they're all certified, yes. Of course. We've got... so we just got 600 more certifications recently. We've got, I think, over 2,000 JSA autographs now that I hadn't really got to yet. We've got over 2,000 JSA autographs. It's pretty insane. Let's go through this bin one more time. Final call if you want to bid on the Black Pumas for $35. $35 on the Black Pumas. Final call on that. We have Jeff Beck Wired still available. Oasis, you know, the other night, there's several people probably watching when we looked all those things up. Do I have pictures of them? Hold on one second. Let's see here. I know I don't have pictures of the guitars yet, but do I have pictures? I may have pictures of the certification. There's Journey, Depeche Mode. That stuff's still available. Paul Stanley. We sold that stuff last night. Poster. I don't think I have them on here, though. Stevie Nicks. No. I have the COAs. There's some of the other guitars we sold. We sold those. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a Jackson we had, yeah. That was actually signed on the guitar, Scott Ian. Yeah, well, I got to go. We might go through this stuff here in a minute. I got a lot of this still available that I need to show again. Let me get back to my starting point. So, all right. Let me re-sleeve the rest of these. Black box is Taylor Swift. I'm going to go ahead and re-sleeve all these so we can go through them one more time. And then we're going to go through, hopefully, some other stuff here in just a second. So bear with me, trying to go through all this and get them sleeved. Okay, so here's what's left for 35. And now, like I said, I'm going to start these tomorrow for 35. And if anybody wants to make an offer, go ahead. But most of these are probably need to be 35 until I at least try to auction them. First thing we have is Cyndi Lauper, Jeff Beck Wired, Eric Cartman, England Dan and John Ford Coley, Clapton, No Obi, Fogelberg, Weisberg, Stones Tattoo You, Toto, Turn Back, Earth, Wind and Fire, ABBA. Now somebody claimed ABBA. Hold on a second. Philip Parks gets ABBA and Lopnet. What was Lopnet? Jeff H. wants the Beatles, Let It Be. Those are sold for $35.35. Earth, Wind and Fire, Linda Ronstadt, Paul McCartney 2, Asia, Duran Duran, REO Speedwagon, and Wings. Now, Philip, you put ABBA and then comma Lopnet, L-A-U-P-N-E-T. That's what I was for sure of. Lauper. Okay, Cyndi Lauper. That's sold to Philip for $35. And then Black Pumas, if anybody wants it, that's a third of what it originally sold for at $35. That's a buy it now. Wow. Great price if you're a fan of them. And then, of course, I got the stuff from earlier. There's Manson for $5.75, Foo Fighters for $2.75. And then we have the Stones, $35. Dexy's Midnight Runners, $35. And the Four Seasons, $35. Do we have any Oasis LPs? Just the guitar. Do you have Springsteen? I do not. Philip Parks on Lopper. Okay, and then we have Michael Fairchild got the Clapton. That sold for $35. Sherry Darnell on Fogelberg and Weisberg. That is sold Japanese pressing. Beautiful for $35. And then Brandon, you were second on Clapton. Okay. Wow, we still got 103 people watching both on Facebook and YouTube. And it's going on 1 a.m. here in Tennessee. That's pretty remarkable. So I guess my final call, because about this time last night, you know what we did? We had 3 air horns. We sold the Taylor Swift. We sold the signed Allman Brothers. We sold the, what else did we sell? We sold the Rolling Stones MoFi. So just a final showcase before these end up on eBay. I still got the signed Smashing Pumpkins for $525. If you need any more information, let me know. Pumpkins is $525. I still got the signed Journey CD. Steve Perry, Neil Schon, Ross Fowler, Jonathan Cain, Steve Smith. The classic lineup, $975. And then I've got the signed Depeche Mode, also $525. Okay? That's the 3 big autographs from tonight. And then I guess about the only other big item is the Taylor Swift box for $375. Everything else is sold. We sold the Reputation box, the Black Album box, and we sold the Striper drumhead. I still got the drumhead signed by Testament. I still got the drumhead signed by Great White and the drumhead signed by Kicks. All that's still available. Jeff H. on YouTube wants the REO Speedwagon for $35. So, and of course I just showed those, but Foo Fighters and Manson. Now, we sold all the Beatles or all the Elvis 45s that I had set aside, and for auction at least. And now we got to figure out what we're going to do for the remainder of this tonight's segment. Let me figure out what I can do. Let me put some of let me condense some of these 45s right quick, because we've almost sold a whole container. Nobody on the Black Pumas. I'm going to put David Bowie right in there. Now, let me see what we can do as far as request, and let me throw y'all some options out there. I can go get, let's see what I can do. There's those. Those are still available. I can go through, we maybe can go through, I don't know what we can go through. I really don't have a good crate ready, especially for this time of night. I'd rather move on to other stuff. I can show autographs like I do sometimes, like stuff that may be for sale, may not be for sale, as we do research. I don't know. I got to hear from y'all. Any suggestions? We have unlimited stuff here, okay? I have enough miscellaneous posters, records, autographs, collectibles, comics, toys, books, magazines. I could live stream 24/7, 365, and we would never show all of it. There's just no way, especially at the rate we buy. It would be a constant live stream. No VHS I can get to. Unshown Fred records. That and posters is going to require a trip to the back. That and posters both would require a trip to the back, which I'm probably going to do anyway. We just sold all the Streisand books earlier to Emily. And we just bought 7,000 books from Fred. And we have a whole trailer full of stuff to show. Fred, a couple of requests for Fred. Signed metal CDs. I actually have a few over here behind the counter with some of our other autographs. I have a lifetime of autographs. I mean, all of a sudden, we had a bunch from Dale, and kind of when word got out, we bought Dale's collection, and people saw the amount of autographs Dale had and what we did with that collection. We started getting leads left and right, and we've just acquired. We got people calling us, out of state, out of Nashville, and we just keep buying autographs, and we're basically in rotation with JSA having all this stuff authenticated. We have enough for another mass authentication already again. But the Fred collection was kind of a breakthrough with us with autographs. I mean, we've sold thousands. I mean, and we still got an incredible amount in inventory, and we got so many more to have authenticated. So in the last year, we've grown our autograph business 100-fold, mostly from buying that first collection at Fred's. A lot of people didn't believe that at first. A lot of people didn't believe we acquired that many autographs until I started showing them. And then people still wouldn't believe it, and then we had them authenticated, and finally people realized what we had. It was just unbelievable. I mean, that many basically autographs still in the wild that hadn't hit market ever before. So Ike Tina Turner. I don't think I said Ike Tina Turner. I'll flip through them right quick, though. What did I walk over here to get? These metal CDs. I walked over here, and here they are. Let me grab them right quick. And I'm probably going to go try to find something to go through for the next half hour or hour. And that way I can spend the rest of the night going through more stuff for tomorrow's sale. Trying to really knock out, posters. I mean, we're talking about posters right now, but the amount of concert posters we have, that's another thing. Our concert poster business has grown. If autographs has grown 100, then posters have grown 110. So, autograph CDs, there's a couple people I don't know much about, but they are certified by JSA. Abby Von Rigenhagas and Chip Spinner, which Chip Spinner is, I forgot his name. Chip Spinner is, or Chip Spanner, what is his name? Paul Ortiz. Rage, Dark Tranquility. I still got a Celtic Frost, Days of the New, and we still got Alter Bridge, which, as many people who pre-ordered the album I just posted, I figured that would sell by now. And I have a random 1969 PSA Lynn Wilkins for $19.99. I don't know what that's doing, mixed in with some CDs. All right, let me step to the back. I'm either going to get some Fred stuff, some posters, or Fred stuff and posters. But y'all going to have to let me dig around back here in the back. So I'll be right back. Stand by. Y'all hear me? Is anybody even still here? I I had to take pictures because this is why every night it's a constant struggle this time of the night. First of all, I actually don't know if there's any Fred records in this store that hasn't been gone through. Um, we went through the tubs over here, and then those got hit with the dollar sale. So I'm sure there's still stuff over there, but the rest of them still on our trailers right now. There's 2 trailers, and that's where the rest of them are. Okay, and then we have this, which is some pictures I took of the current chaos. And it doesn't really do it justice, but kind of here's an idea, like, this might help better. So, like, these tubs are all full of Fred stuff and autographs and 45s and posters, and then I kind of held up the camera where you can see how it's like 4 deep. And so those autographed guitars, so there's 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, and then there's a metal shelf, and then there's tubs behind that that's not as tall. So, and then trying to figure out what to do with that just to get the guitars, that's a problem. So it's about a half a day's of moving and sorting to be able just to get to the guitars. And then there's the wall in front of it. Those tubs are full of stuff. See, there's toys laying on top. Those are full of records we've never gone through. And then over here, I kind of can walk around here because Paul has the blues collection tucked around this corner. And so he like crab walks and goes over there to get to the blues collection. And, we got posters and T-shirts, and it's pretty dense. And that's just one little corner of the store where we've got some really good stuff stored. So anyway, I went to the back, and I went back to my office, what I call used to be my office. And I found a few autographs, and I thought I'd just go through them, but I got some pretty cool stuff here. And that's what we're about to do. I'm about to show some of this stuff. Some of it will be for sale now. Some of it will sell at a later date. Some of it will sell tomorrow, okay? And let me go ahead and show you some really cool stuff. I can go ahead and tell you some of this right now. It's definitely going to go up for auction probably tomorrow. I didn't even know I had it. I'm finding stuff I didn't know I had, like this right here. I've got a signed Ace Frehley photo. Ace Frehley, JSA authenticated. Had no idea I had that until like right now, or a few moments ago. I'm going to go ahead and pop it out of this frame. So yeah, there's Ace Frehley. We're definitely auctioning that tomorrow night. And then that's going to go, well, we might keep that frame, but I'm not going to leave that in the frame. Check this out. Ace Frehley signed picture disc. Ace Frehley signed picture disc. That's definitely going to go for auction tomorrow. So Ace picture disc, Ace photo. I'm going to take that out of the frame too. They'll have to be shipped out of that. No big deal. Now, some of this may be for sale tonight, like Robert Philippi. I don't know if you're watching. Robert Philippi, signed Jackal CD. Add that to your collection. Signed Jackal CD. I hadn't shown that before. I'll go ahead and sell that now. Autographed Charlie Daniels. Autographed Charlie Daniels. Let me make sure that matches up. Yeah. That goes with that. Autographed Leon Russell photo. That's from Dale's collection. Leon Russell's from Dale's collection. Signed Mark St. John guitar pick. Definitely auction that tomorrow. Signed Mark St. John pick. More Kiss stuff. All right, now I have no idea what's here. We're about to find out. I have never seen these before. Let's flip them over and find out. I like what I see. Kiss. Let's see what we have here. Kiss, the auction. What do we have here? I don't know what that is. We have somebody to do with Kiss. Big John. Who is that? A manager or a security guard or something? I don't know. Who is that? Where's my Kiss fans at? 38583. That goes with that. Ooh, that's a good piece. That's a good piece. People have seen that since the day I showed it. I forgot I had that. That's a good one. Look at that. Look at that. Eric Singer. Eric Singer. Bruce Kulick. Tommy Thayer. Ooh, Paul Stanley. Was that Bruce Kulick in the other one too? Looks like a different signature. Did I get that right? Of course, I know that's Paul. Definitely that's Tommy. Is that a different signature? It should be, right? Yeah, that's Bruce Kulick. Okay. Here is some sort of Green Lantern action figure, autographed by Mike. Mike who? Grill? Noel? Autographed Green Lantern. All right, now some of this, I think all those go there. Taj Mahal, signed CD. That goes to Tina Marie, Rex Allen, X-Men comic. Who the heck is this? The Nelsons? The check is signed by Rex Allen. This was matted. This was framed with something. I'm sure that was framed with something at in Fred. We probably had that in a frame and we had to take it out so we could put the sticker on it. That needs to go face down so that tape. You could trim that tape like right there, or take one of those cutters and cut that and then precision cut it right there. Jane Powell. Jane Powell. Ferlin Husky. Oswald? Not Lee Harvey. I'll have to look some of these up. I could type that in and figure out who signed some of these. Some of these I don't know. Rosemary, I guess that's Rosemary Clooney, yeah. Rosemary Clooney. Rosemary Clooney. Rosemary Clooney. More Rosemary. Rosemary Clooney. Earl Scruggs. Wow, some cool early country stuff here. Bashful Brother Oswald. Who signed this? Tim Carey, Richard Keel, Chuck McCann. I don't know. Who is the Jackal? Who signed the X-Men is Jackal? Oh, I'm just now seeing those. Who signed the X-Men? Let's find out. And then the Jackal, there's 3 signatures on it. Jackal. I can look that up too. Let's go look these up. I have no idea. Let's, can y'all see my laptop now? Good. Let's go over here and let's go to JSA. And let's go to verify. And the X-Men is AX73605. And the X-Men is signed by Scott Lebdale. Scott Lebdale. Scott Lebdale on the X-Men. And then the Jackal CD. The Jackal CD is AX. It's probably just going to say signed by 3 members. AX73002. Jackal is signed by 4 members. Is that the full band? Okay, yeah, I see 4 now. 2 of them overlap. I see what they're talking about now. Yeah, 4. That's the full band. Yep. We sold an autographed Jackal hat the other night, and we sold an autographed Jackal self-titled the other night too. All right, let's see what else I have here. There was that. I'm curious what this says. It says to Fred, best wishes. Because I had a lot of posters, and I don't remember this. Let me look this one up too. This is AX73364. And this is signed by Tim Conway. Tim Conway. There we go. All right. Let me move that stuff back here. Okay, so there's that. There's a lot of stuff here. This stack is pretty dense. Roy Acuff. A lot of these I'm probably going to auction tomorrow. If you're curious, I'll look up a price. Grandpa Jones. I recognize that one. Willie Nelson. That's a good one. Willie Nelson. There's another Bashful Oswald. Bashful Brother Oswald. And some of these are really early, original. Like that's a 1949 lobby card signed by Roy Acuff. This stuff should be in the Country Music Hall of Fame. How much is Tim Conway? Let me see what I can find out. Let me see what I can find out, Tracy. I may price you that tonight. Don't hesitate to ask, because some of them I may price tonight. If it's something I don't think that really needs to be put up for auction. A Tim Conway cut. So there's what a couple cuts sold for, Tracy. Let's look at this item again. I'm looking at what 2 cut signatures sold for. This is a press kit. Conway's coming your way. They went that way and that way. To Fred, best wishes, Tim. Yep, that's his signature. That's right. AX7333364. So Tracy, a cut signature sold for $49, and another cut signature sold for $50. So 50 and 60, 110. That means I'll price you this for $55. Pretty cool item. Better, much better than a cut. Some kind of almost. It pretty much doubles as a mini movie poster, but it's the front of a press kit. $50 for Jackal CD. Well, Luke, last night we sold a hat for $75, and I think I sold the other CD to Robert. He's bought everything so far for $95. So I would probably start that tomorrow at $95. But since I've already bought a couple other Jackal items, I would sell it for $95. Now, if tomorrow it don't sell, then I'll entertain offers. But $95 on it right now. I think that's what we sold their self-titled. A hat sold for $75, so probably $95 on that. I will do $50. Whoever tags this, let's try to get that in a sleeve. I'm going to put the JSA card right there. Sell that to Tracy for $50. Thank you. Probably going to find some pretty cool stuff tonight. The X-Men. Let me find out. I don't know a lot but on that one, but we'll find out, Brandon. Also, it comes with a... I could have just flipped it over. Let's see, Scott. All right. No problem. Thank you, Luke, for your interest. X-Men issue -1. I need Brandon and Brian. I wonder if Brian's watching. I doubt it. He may be. He heads up our comic book division now with Tanner. Tanner's learning the trade and tricks of comic books. I might can find this exact item. I'm not for sure. I'm gonna say I'm looking at other comic. Of course, I've typed in sign. I'm looking at comics. Some of these comics could be much more valuable than what this actually is, or it could be more. We have a who's the current CEO of DC Comics? What's his name? Lee. His last name's Lee. We have a sketch, an original sketch of his that we're going to try to promote for this weekend. I'm going to say $45, Brandon. Without, I'm going to say $45 without doing any more, much further deep research on that. All right, what else we got here? There's a lot of cool stuff here, it looks like. Eddie Arnold. Eddie Arnold. Eddie Arnold. Eddie Arnold. That's a cool one. Eddie Arnold. There's another Furlan Husky. Furlan Husky. Hank Snow. Roy Acuff. Eddie Arnold. Glenn Campbell. We got some signed Glenn Campbell albums too we just got from Fred. Glenn Campbell. I don't know who. Marlene? Is that Marlene Dietrich? Let's look this one up. AX73820. Marlene Dietrich. Or Marlene Dietrich. Yeah. Marlene Dietrich. Glenn Campbell. Let's see what I can find out, Jason. I might go ahead and price those tonight. Signed album, 130. Another signed sheet music, 150. Now, these are lobby cards from True Grit, which is pretty cool because it's a John Wayne movie. They're original lobby cards from True Grit. They are personalized to Fred. Hey, Fred, glad you liked the movie, and to Fred, all the best, Glenn Campbell. But pretty cool pieces. I mean, they're lobby cards. And from Glenn Campbell, from True Grit. So if an album and sheet music sold 130 and 150, I would sell both of these personalized. I'd sell them both for 150. I'd sell them both for 150 or 85 and 85. 85, 85 or both for 150. That one on the left, obviously really cool. And that one. All right. Now, I have a collection of a lifetime of Shirley Eaton stuff. Shirley Eaton played the character Jill Masterson in the Bond film Goldfinger, and Fred dated her for a while. I think sometime around the late 80s, early 90s. So we have a world of Shirley Eaton autographs. We got a lot of different stuff. I've got these that look like Life magazine covers. She was on a Life magazine cover when Goldfinger came out. We have photos of her and Sean Connery. I've got photos of her from the movie. I've got Goldfinger everything. We probably have 200 or 300 Shirley Eaton autographs. They're all been authenticated, and I'm about to start listing them online because I can like take one picture and say we've got 30 available. So if any Bond fans are out there, I've got some cool Shirley Eaton stuff. So what Fred did, he made copies. I remember him telling me about this. It took him forever to find a mint condition Life magazine, and then he made some really high quality prints of the cover. And we have tons of stuff signed by Shirley Eaton. Tons, hundreds. I've got stacks of photos from the movie like this, all with JSA certifications. It cost me a fortune to have them authenticated, but I figured a couple times, I thought maybe if I just post them like in a Bond group on Facebook, tell people the story, but I was like, nah, I wouldn't buy one without COA, so I went ahead and paid the money. All right, both of these are sold to Jason Boxell for $150. Jason, be on the lookout. I've got some autographed albums. Of course, they're probably going to be twice as much based on what I'm seeing here, but they're coming up soon. Dale Evans. Dale Evans. Dale Evans. Uh-oh, a movie poster. We got a poster that's signed. Doug McClure. The Lively set. The Lively set signed by Doug McClure. To Fred, Doug McClure. Also, another movie poster. Bo Geist, signed by Doug McClure. He just signed that one. Bo Geist, Doug McClure. Now, this should be a pretty cool poster. At Earth's Core. I think that's also Doug McClure. This should be a pretty cool poster. Just the subject matter. Yeah, also signed by Doug McClure, dated. And this is a pretty graphic poster. Star Wars poster signed by the cast, the full cast, and George Lucas. And George Lucas and all their family and relatives. No, I do not have any $1 million items to sell tonight. I have no $100,000 posters to sell you, Paul. That's some of the most forged things ever are signed Star Wars posters. We got a forged signed Tombstone poster in the back that failed. It's been forged. Doug McClure. Doug McClure. Doug McClure. Doug McClure. Who do we have here? I don't know. David Nelson Band. David Nelson Band. Get on the bus for some high adventure. Member of the Jerry Garcia Acoustic Band. That looks interesting. Shakedown Street with Vince Welnick and Bob Brylove of the Grateful Dead. Birds and Bluegrass. A music festival promoting avian conservation. Friday, May 21st, 2014. That is Byron Berline. That is Chris Hillman of the Birds. And I don't know for sure what that says in the middle. It looks like Dale. I don't know if that's made out to Dale or somebody else signed it. Nice. Charlie Musselwhite. And, Steve Howe signed Yes poster. I thought about keeping it, but I like it because it also has the album. It has the classic Yes logo. Has the album covers. But I figured I'd pass it on to somebody else. So Daniel, I know you're relatively new to our channel. So all this stuff came from Fred Goodwin. Let me go back a few. Fred, and everybody watching right now can promise and verify this. Fred had one of the largest original movie and lobby card collection ever. We've been selling lobby cards. We actually got started this year in February, and we kind of started running out of stuff back in October. But for about 8 months straight, we sold nothing but original lobby cards. These are original pieces. Like this is from 1950. Those are original. Now, Fred did have prints, and we've got tubs in the back, thousands of prints. These are actually original lobby cards. And he met a lot of these people. And for example, this is from that is from 1949. Oh, I just dropped the COA. Let me pick that up before it gets lost into an infinity. We've got two missing right now. I've misplaced. That's on me. It's my job to keep up with these. But yeah, almost dropped it again. So yeah, so that is from 1949. We've sold thousands of movie posters and lobby cards. So, but yeah, this is, Paul says, I got postered. Paul has stuff stacked up to his ceiling he's bought from us. Rolled, everything. So, yeah, I feel sorry for people who just found our channel because they've missed so much, haven't they? I see 2 or 3 people that's commented in the last maybe 30 minutes that's new, that's been following us. I'm like, man, y'all have no idea what you've missed this year. Just an incredible amount. But I told Tanner today, I was like, let's wrap up 2024. It's been an epic year. We still got a whole month of selling virtually here in December. And let's get out and find some other incredible collections. Well, I know we've been selling Fred stuff. We still got a ton of Fred. We're going to be saying Fred for a while. But I'm ready to find some new collections, some big collections like Fred's. I know they're out there, and we have people reach out to us all the time. But stuff like this is once in a lifetime. I mean, this is just in the sheer volume, and then having stuff autographed. It's just incredible. I mean, there's not like just you can go down the road and somebody's got 2, 3 storage buildings full of autographs. That just don't happen. And if they have, they've recently acquired them, and they've paid, hundreds of thousands, if not tens of thousands or millions of dollars for everything, you know. So he acquired these over decades of meeting people. This is killer. That's going to do very well tomorrow. That's awesome. That's an awesome Willie Nelson piece there. That might be my favorite in the stack. It's an original lobby card from a movie of his with a great picture, and it's just incredible. This is just incredible stuff. Now, this is a reprint. Yeah, this is a reprint. About the only autographed reprints we've had that have been signed was I've seen this one. This is only the second one I can think of, an actual reprint that was autographed. The second one was It's in a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. We had one signed by James Stewart, and of course that stuff is very expensive. The lobby cards for It's a Wonderful Life they're a couple $1,000s for a lobby card. The poster is $10,000, $20,000. But this is the only reprint I've ever seen other than It's a Wonderful Life. And Fred told me about that. I said, Fred, do you have any Wonderful Life posters? Because I've wanted one forever, my personal collection. He said, I sold them years ago. He said, and he sold the lobby cards years ago. And then he was going to meet James Stewart, and he had to get a hold of one and borrow it from somebody and make a scan, and that's the one we had. So, and of course, we've got dozens of James Stewart autographs. They're still back there somewhere. So, this Roy Acuff is Home in San Antone, and it's 1949. It's autographed by Roy. And then I think this one's really cool too. Earl Scruggs, Country Music on Broadway. And then the Grandpa Jones is a reprint, and it's from the movie Country Boy. That was with Sheb Woolley, Randy Boone. No, this is a live. This one's been, JSA's checked that one. So, yeah, all these have been JSA authenticated. Yeah, everything here has been JSA authenticated. These are all 100%. Yes, these are all JSA authenticated. Yeah. Everything in this stack, that's why I brought these up here. These have been JSA certified. Obviously, that's live ink. It's gone through the poster. This is the only reprint. And the reason he had all this stuff is he sold reprints. That was his business. Fred was originally in, he worked for, who did he work for? I think he was in insurance. I can't remember. But later in life, he did this for a business. He would sell reprints of these lobby cards and posters. And his collection, his personal collection, was the originals, if he could get them. Of course, there's some stuff out there like you can't get, like Frankenstein. He didn't have much stuff like that, originals or reprints, because he only reprinted stuff he had originals of. So, no, out of all those, that's the only one there that's a reprint. Of course, the signature is live. Let me go back a few more. Was there any more country ones? What was the first ones in the stack? There's that Oswald again. There's Ferlin Husky. You can see, that Jane Powell, the Nelsons, Ferlin Husky. We got a lot more, Daniel. We've got probably 1,000. So, just the beginning here with some of these. I like this one right here. Where's the other Roy Acuff? I like that one. And then the one where he's singing. Where's the one where he's singing? Right here? Yeah. Look at that one. Of course, you can look them up on JSA. For example, I'll pull this one up because I kind of like this one myself. And if you you go right here to this website and you can type this in. That's why I always include this in the picture when we're posting what we're going to sell. Roy Acuff signed lobby card, guaranteed by JSA. Yes, Jackal is $95. I priced it earlier to somebody. Signed by the full band. Grandpa Jones. Let me figure out on that one. I may save that one for an auction tomorrow, Paul, but everything else I've priced tonight except for a couple things. I said I wasn't selling the Kiss tonight. And we'll have to get some of these photographed and ready. I don't think Grandpa Jones is relatively that expensive, but typically they're cuts. Um, I'd probably sell it right now. I'll sell it for $45. 45 on Grandpa. Just because it's not the actual lobby card. But I will say a beautiful signature. And the reprint's pretty bold. It's great colors, as you can tell. Feel free to buy it. Feel free to buy it. I have way too much. I always say, I'll save it for auction. But, I mean, y'all are here. You're watching. And look at all this other stuff. I mean, it's endless. I'm obviously here to sell stuff. I'll sell it to you. Thank you. $45. Now, Kiss is a different story. The Kiss stuff can get out of control. Kiss will bring in a lot of viewers when I say we got signed Kiss stuff. But just saying I have a lot of country autographs and then keeping a wide variety will help too. So, this is also hours of research here. Here's another Roy Acuff. There's more in here. That one's personalized to Fred, but that's a cool one. 1948. Wow. Now, I don't know when he signed it. Obviously not 1948. He probably signed it in the 90s. Fred met most of these guys in the 90s. So. Oh, Roy Acuff and San Antonio want to sell that. Oh, I didn't see that. That's up above Paul's. I didn't see that. Yeah, give me 1 second. Roy Acuff died in. Well, boy, he couldn't met Fred. Roy Acuff died in 1992. Fred couldn't have met him too much into the 90s, unless he died suddenly or something. What year was he born? Roy Acuff. I mean, he looks like he's 40 years old in these. He looks like he's 40 or 50 years old in these movies from the 40s. Roy Acuff was born in 1903. Wow. He died here in Nashville at St. Thomas. The king of country music. Wow. Yeah, so he was 89 when he died. So yeah, I figured he looked like he was in his 40s or so there, or maybe even 50s. And when these moved, yeah, he was 45 years old here. So 45 years old, 1948. I will say JSA, JSA when when they was authenticating most of Fred's stuff, they was like, well, not to be morbid, but most of these people are dead. Like all of Fred's autographs, we haven't found a lot, especially these country autographs where the people are still alive. Most of these people are past. Because, I mean, these country guys, they were um, I mean, they were in their 70s and 80s and the 90s, some of them, the early country guys. I'm looking at comps right now, Daniel. Give me a second. I'm working on comps. Plus, it's a pretty unique piece. I see other photos and stuff. I kind of look at the cost of a cut, typically like the cheapest. Typically, the cheapest autograph of somebody you can get's a cut, and then it goes down from there. And then plus the value of the lobby card. But that's a cool one. Got the girls over there on the side. I'll tell you what I'm going to start it for tomorrow, and I'll tell you what I'll sell it to you now for. I'll sell it to you now for $75. I'll start it tomorrow at $55. You may get it for $55. You may not get it for $55, and I'll take less. It could bring $130. Who knows? But I like that piece myself. It's an original lobby card, not personalized, and we've paid to have it authenticated. Totally up to you, though. It's kind of a get it now while you can, or wait and maybe get it cheaper. You bought something during the coin and knife sale on Sunday. Tanner is going to officially start watching that, hopefully in the morning. We still got all that to tag. I'm walking over here by the books and more Fred records. I see that Tracy's still watching. I know what Tracy's looking for. I just don't know if I have it relatively available, Tracy. And I don't know really what books over here that I hadn't already shown before. I had a stack of Disney books, and I just don't know what I've done with them. I had some really... Oh, here they are. I marked these Disney books, and I never did get to show them. One of these I'd like to read. As usual, one of my New Year's resolutions I've been thinking about is reading more. I mean, I read a ton online, like Wikipedia and just learning about stuff I sell, but we have so many books from Fred. I have like all this stuff I want to read, history of stuff, this and that. So, Wade says, I'll take it. Thank you. Or excuse me, Daniel says, I'll take it. Great decision. That's sold you for $75, which was the same price. That was the same price earlier as Glenn Campbell, so I feel like that was pretty much in range. I feel like most of these are going to start at 50 and go up. The starting bet on the Yes poster. Steve Howe will probably be around 75 as well. Possibly a little bit more. The poster has a few cosmetic flaws. It's got some dings down here at the bottom. They're not really too noticeable. It's got a couple of wrinkles, but it's a big, bold signature, not personalized. I like it, too, because it's... I mean, this was with Chris Squire, Alan White, Steve Howe, Jeff Downs, and Davidson. That's the lineup I seen. They played at the Ryman. I can check right quick, but probably around 75, Paul. Maybe 125. Steve Howe, it depends on what it is, I guess. I've recently bought a John Anderson signature. Yeah, Wade, we got some Kiss. I got 2 signed Ace Frehleys. I got an Ace Frehley solo album signed, Ace Frehley photo. I got Bruce Kulick. I got Tommy Thayer. I've got a Mark St. John guitar pick, all signed. It's all going up for sale tomorrow. I honestly just found most of it. Steve Howe's also a baseball player, so when you look all that up, you see all these other Steve Howe. You usually have to type in Steve Howe, yes. Yeah, probably 75. Authenticated Steve Howe. Was there another question? No, but I did bring over some Disney books. Close to the Edge. Yes. And they played it in reverse. Yes. Let me guess, you were there. Yeah. This is the Disney Studio Story. Richard Hollis and Brian Sibley. The History of the Disney Studio from Fred's collection. Hardback book, $19.99. Disney Studio Story. This is one I was like, man, I wish I had time to read through this. That was a great concert. They played Close to the Edge in reverse. They opened with Siberian Cathatru, and then they played in You and I, and then Close to the Edge. I was there as well. Yeah, I think this poster's from that same tour, 2013. I think that's right, because that's what they were doing. They were playing. I don't know that. I don't remember them playing Going for the One, but I know they played that and most of the Yes album. The Disney Films by Leonard Maltin, author of great movie shorts. The Disney Films. I thought I priced it. It's $14.99. Donald Duck, $14.99. And A Lifetime of Yankee Octobers. That is also $14.99. Well, my table's a mess. It's gotten extremely late. I don't even know where my phone is. I can't even see comments except on the monitor. My phone's underneath here somewhere, I think. $2021. Huh. I don't think I've seen them that recently. Maybe. Wait a minute. I'll have to think about that. I feel like I've seen them back in like... Oh, here we go. I knew my phone was somewhere. But yeah, those are great Kiss photos. And yeah. Okay. Anybody have any last words? Thanks everybody that bought something tonight during this short but sweet last hour. About every once in a while, I'll go get a pile like this out of the office, and there's more piles where this came from. But luckily, I found some stuff. I got some great items made out for tomorrow. We found a great stack of Kiss items. We got great country autographs. The Yes. Charlie Daniels. And that's where I'll stop. Still got 58 people on both or all three platforms as usual. amazing. And I've actually got to get to the gym tonight, so I probably should get off here. And what else do I need to do? I need to eat, need to find food, my normal routine. Paul's done for the night too. I'm done too. We've had a great night. We've sold a lot of vinyl and then a lot of miscellaneous stuff. Tons of 45s again and just a lot of stuff. We've been chipping away at our inventory. End of the year, I've been doing a lot of half-off bins. We're trying to sell, cash flow, get ready for a new year because Paul's going to be out on the buying trail before long. He's going to be bringing metal, and we're done. Tracy, Robert, and I guess everybody else that asked for Fred records, let me do some sorting. Let's get some stuff off the trailer tomorrow. I know y'all are going to be here every night. At least I hope you are, and I ask that you are because you never know when we're going to bring out whatever. Who knows? All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night. See y'all tomorrow.